so I'm using True Love Designer Series paper, and it is all of the pages are black and white. Okay, here we go. So there's this pattern and this pattern and this one and this one, which makes me dizzy. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and then I think I have two more. This one, that's really like all I have left. It was such a good one. And that one. All right, so you can see there's flowers and geometric designs, and I have used several in the projects that we're doing today. So, oops, I got tipped here. All right. Good. This is really good. Landscape mode. How do I do that? Ooh, is that Sherry? Sweet. Landscape mode. Nope. I don't know. There's no real settings on here. Like, I can have a flash, or I could let someone else in here, or I can have a picture of me, and you don't want a picture of me right now. You really don't. I got my eyes dilated today, and I look like an alien, and that's just on top of my regular looks, which aren't great as it is. So, yeah. So, well, I guess if you can see me and we're right side up, and I guess that's good enough, right? Okay, so this is, I haven't used pumpkin pie in a while, so I thought, oh, let's do that. And so this is a half a sheet of paper cut and folded, and then I have a piece of black, and this is at 4 inches and 5 by 5 1/4. And then I have this designer series paper that didn't get cut right. Sure hope that's the right length. Okay. Forgot that I didn't set that up. All right, so then I've got this paper. It makes me think of like referee shirt. I don't know. It was throwing me off a little bit earlier. So, all right, this is pretty basic assembly here. And I'm using Stampin' Seal. Hey, Nancy. And hey, Sherry. I don't know if you heard me say that. I can up on my... I'm not sure what you mean, Sherry. I can up on your Facebook feed? Well, I appreciate the good luck anyway. I had a lot of coffee today too, so and I have to sub tomorrow. So hey Sherry, what building are you in now? I'm going to Layton tomorrow. Gonna be library. So, all right, this is really simple assembly right now, like I said. And hopefully I don't run out of sticky stuff. That was my nightmare the other day, that I would run out. I've actually been practicing videos all day. I've been like taping them, but I keep getting interrupted in the middle of them. This last time I got interrupted, James's car, the battery died, and so my page came up on your Facebook feed. Oh, Harmon. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm really new to, I'm not really new to Facebook, but I'm new to making Facebook work. I just kind of like lurk sometimes, and that's rare because you go down the rabbit hole and then you never, like 3 hours later, you come back up. for air. All right, so this is a circle cut out of, this is Bermuda Bay. And then, let's see. This is the last card I designed. I'll be honest, I was like rushing around trying to get ready here. And so I was gonna like, you know, fussy cut this out ahead of time. But here we are. And I like fussy cutting. I actually finished up a bunch of cards that I designed the other day and wanted to make duplicates of. Had a nice afternoon, especially since I couldn't see because of those darn drops. But I have my glasses now. This has been really quite a week. I got my new glasses, so I can. They're in the progressive lens because I'm getting old, I guess. I don't know. So I like them. I do. And if I didn't look so horrible, I would totally show you my glasses, but maybe next week. Anyway, got those, but when I went to see the eye doctor to get my prescription, get that whole ball rolling, I started having some flashes out the, like the edges of my eyes, and I mentioned that to the eye doctor, and she's like, she looked at me in the eye, and she's like, if that continues, you need to let me know. Because I said, it's probably a migraine, but I've never really had these symptoms before. So I've been going for 2 weeks now, just kind of monitoring it and kind of being a little worried about it, because, you know, I'm an artist, and artists kind of need their eyes, right? So, I don't know. I was really worried, and this is a great doctor. She gave me her cell phone number, and I was able to, I texted her like once a week to kind of like check in, and she's like, she called me right back at the first time when I let her know that it was still happening, and so she's like, it could be a detached retina. I was like, oh. So, by the way, I'm sorry, I kind of left that part out, didn't I? So, I got an emergency appointment today and got checked out, and it is not a detached retina, thank God. But they couldn't tell me what it was. They just said some people have them. My eye doctor is Dr. Michelle Ford at Pearl Vision in Twinsburg. So, yeah, I actually have had pretty good luck with some eye doctors. Not all of them. I have a horror story about the Cleveland Clinic, unfortunately. Great doctor. Love the doctor. If that was all it was, that'd be great. But they charged me $2,000 for a procedure that my friend got for $200 at a different place, and that was just the nightmare. And I couldn't. I mean, I parked illegally to go to that appointment, and the procedure that he did, he could have done in the parking lot. It was so basic, and not that just anyone could do it, but I mean, it just didn't require a lot of tools and specialty stuff. So I know. So anyway, that is in the past. I have a good eye doctor now, and that is not charging me $2,000, and I do not have a detached retina. So good. Something else happened this week. What was it? Oh, I got my COVID shot on Thursday. So this was actually the second day this week that I almost passed out. So, and I learned a new word. Get this, vasovagal. That is the kind of reaction that I have because my blood pressure goes way down. Like, and it's already low. It's, well, let's put it this way. I went to, when I got my shot, I knew, this always happens. This has happened, like every time I get a shot or a drops or whatever, something a little bit traumatic, I guess. My blood pressure when the paramedic took it at the school after I got my shot was 106/82, which is pretty good for me, but it's pretty low. And I guess it must have dropped even lower at some point because I felt like I was going to pass out. So people were coming up to me and like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, yeah, I have to put my head between my knees, and it looks really stupid, but I know what to do. So anyway, I'm feeling really chatty today, as you can tell. All right, so I cut this out, and I'm going to use, this is another color I haven't used for a while, Daffodil Delight. And I'm using another tool. I have not, see, I gotta pull all my old stuff out. This is a sponge dauber, and I just want to kind of like pull some yellow into, or from the center, and pull it out because I want the edges to be still white. But this goes really quick. I mean, it took me a while to cut that out, of course, but once you do it. I also want to do yellow because that's my favorite color. Happy. Although I have to say, I almost used that Mango Melody. That is my favorite color at the moment. But I'm like, I always use that one, so. This is another great yellow. I need a little more. Makes me think a little bit of a sunflower, but I don't know. Okay, and then I want to do like the base of this part. Yeah. All right. So easy, right? Can you see this one in pink? That'd be pretty. Or purple, or red, or orange. I don't know. Looks like a poppy too. So then I'm going to put in the center using the brush end of this Stampin' Right marker. This is that pumpkin pie, and it goes over the yellow real easily. And then I'm also going to put, what you call it? Shaded spruce. Thinking of you, Julie. Did Jill come back? Or I've been thinking about her. Hope everything is okay. Anyway, I'm glad I got that shot because I feel kind of helpless sometimes that there's nothing I can do. And I wasn't sure. I'm still not sure about the whole thing, but I am sure I want to help. So if that's what I can do to help, then I will do it. Okay, good. I hope, I don't know. I don't think she has a problem with me. She still likes me. Hopefully. Well, not much I can do about it. Don't have time to text her at the moment. So, alright. She would not be happy with my you know, dimensional situation. So, okay. So I wish this circle was a little bit bigger. But it is what it's the biggest one there was that I had. And still, it sets these off pretty well still, so I'm not going to complain too hard here, but oh, and did I explain vasovagal means passing out easily after low blood pressure? So, she's been watching a lot of news lately. Uh-oh. All right, so I'm centering that. Well, sort of centering it. And then, so here's the thing with the thank you, okay? For my example. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a blue shadow, okay? So what I did was I used the Stamparatus, okay? And here, I gotta clean this because it's still kind of dirty. Whoops. It's so easy. I love this chamois. I believe it or not, just got that. So, and it's pretty cool. All right. Oh, I did want that. Okay, so Bermuda Bay. I made this kind of close up because I did this whole video and like there was all this space around it and like you couldn't see what I was doing. I thought, oh, I should really be zooming in on this better. Anyway, I put thank you on that, and I'm going to stamp it with the Bermuda Bay. Now here's the thing. Full strength, it was a little bit too strong. So I'm going to stamp off just by putting that on a post-it note, and then I'm going to stamp, which by the way, I have very carefully lined that up with one of these. Okay, that's critical. Okay, so that's, I stamped off because it was just a little too much. Now, what I need to do is to very slightly move it down. And that might be too much. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it in black. So do the darker color second. Just going to go over the first one. There. See? Isn't that cool? That was pretty easy, right? I figured that out. Yep. Okay. So, then I have to run that through the Big Shot. And, like a lot of stuff on this table, but you get to see my really messed up. Zoom in here. Woo. Okay. Might be time for new cutting pads, but oh yes, it's too much. Ah, thank you. Well, she needs to come over here because I'm much more interesting than the news, I think. I hope. Although I did watch some news today too, so. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is attach that. And then, so, I know Julie liked the opal rounds, and since we're both October babies, that was kind of a thing, right? So, I had to pull those out because I really haven't used them. I forgot about them. I have to admit, I did forget about them. And I don't know where my pin went. Oh, I do. All right, so here's my hat pin. And I'm, you know, I meant to look it up. For some reason, I'm having a mind block. Yeah, I don't know how to change that. There's like no options for settings from this screen. So like, unless somebody knows something, I don't know. It's, uh-oh. No. Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? Like if I put it up here, is that better? The settings are on my phone, right? Like if I backed up, I might lose you. That's what I'm worried about. I see no place for settings. I don't know if maybe this, no, that made letters humongous. Okay. And then this button, I can write a comment. Don't want to do that. Okay, you'll talk me through it later? All right, I'll try to, like, if I work toward the top of the screen, is that better? I mean, I know it's frustrating. I'm not happy about this whole thing. All right, so I'm going to put 3, and I forget which kind of triangle this is, but only front and center. Right here. Is that good? Front and center. Is that what this means right here? Okay. Well, I'm going to put 3. I want to make like a triangle that does not have any sides that are the same length. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to move this one. Let's see. Where could I put this? Maybe there. All right. So see that length is shorter than this one, shorter than this one. Okay. I forget what kind of triangle that is. And I'm really good at geometry. It's just really weird. It's just one of those blanking on things, but anyway. All right, so thumbs up, and you said yes, so I will work on just right there. So here is card number 1, which I think turned out pretty well, actually. And by the way, I chose my colors. So I have a formula. This is a formula. Yellow and orange are analogous colors, so they are next to each other on the color wheel. And then you need to choose one of those colors. You need to choose the complement. So the complement of orange is blue. Okay, in fact, the complement of yellow-orange is blue-green. Okay, do you see how I did that? So there is the formula. There is some method behind my madness. I do not get Facebook. I like, this is the second time I set it up today in the last 10 minutes. Or, you know, the 10 minutes before, and then I had to set it up because it was not showing up as an event. So I don't know. This is, but Julie will walk me through it. Maybe I can figure this out for next time. All right, so next card. Ooh, this box is heavy. All right, so again, using these cards, or I mean using this paper, all right, I'm going to do one that some of you have seen. I know Julie's actually made one of these, but I changed the paper because I ran out. All right, so this is, okay, so I actually don't have the tie around it. This can be by itself, or if you feel like it keeps popping up, you could put a string around it and put a bow, like right here. Okay, imagine that. Okay, now here's the cool functioning part of this. Oh, what do I do with it? So I got inspired by this. Well, first of all, Jill said I should use this make and take. Okay, I watched Demos Galore, which seemed to be a collaboration from a lot of demonstrators, and this was the make and take that came with it, and it's nice. And Jill thought that I should use this one, but you know, I don't want to copy directly, so I made a new and improved and like really cool one. I think it's got job Not even just like looking pretty, but it's got a function. All right, so not only did I change this from a circle on the side, see how that, okay, I made it a heart. So it throws you off at first, but it's a heart. Whoops. All right. So here's how it actually, I should open it like this. So there's a little slot right here. Okay. And then it opens up. And then you got a place to write. And then you got a place to put a gift card. See? Yes, mine is definitely better. Well, thank you. At least that's what I thought. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's nice, but this one's even better. So, okay. To do this, you need to, this piece is 9.5, I believe. Let's see. No, 9 inches by 4.25. Okay, so then we have to score it. So let me get that out of the way before I wreck it. And you have to score it at 3 inches. Oh, come on. 3 inches. And then 7.25. Okay, so you can see that 3 inch. Oh, that's really faint. I gotta do that better. That's better. Okay, so 3 inches and 7.25. Okay, and all right. Then I have 2 punches. Okay, I have this scallopy heart one and the regular one. Okay, now what I need to do is is that right? Hold on a second. Yeah, that's right. I did it right. Okay, so this is kind of counterintuitive, but this is how it works. All right, so you put it in and it should be centered side to side, and then you're going to have a thing, the crease right through the middle. All right, and you can use that for something else, maybe the back even. I can show you how that works. All right, so then I have this. Okay, so then, oh, I'm like, I need that trimmer for something else. So before I get it too far away, then I have this extra piece. Oh gosh, I didn't even show you. There's actually 2 deals here with this. Not only did it have a job, but it has a little stand-up thing. Okay, so it's got a stand. So see how that works? So you can look at it. It would be pretty. So there, I'm gonna put it there. All right, and how you do that is simple. This is 4.25 by 4.25, and then you score 1/2 inch, and that's the tab to like attach it to your card. So like that. Okay. All right. Now, well, that's actually at the end, but whatever. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to put that right there in the middle. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put it some sticky here so I can see, because I don't really want sticky across there. Whoop. I mean, I could put that spare piece that I just cut out. I can put part of it back. But, alright. There we go. Okay. Now, I also need to use that scallop punch to cut a piece of black to make a heart. A black heart, I guess. Okay, and then that one's done. I also need to cut a heart, regular heart, out of this paper. Okay, let's see. Okay, and I have already cut a rectangle and colored it because I didn't want to take all your time. I'm not thrilled with the red, but good news, I'm going to cover it up, so you're not going to know. Okay, I ran out of this paper, which I really like, and I like the colors that I chose and all that. So, but I was experimenting. So, okay, to do this is using. Oh, I got them out, didn't I? Okay. Stampin Blends. All right. So I take the darker one. See, this won't take long at all. I take the darker one, and I do any of the darker areas, anything that would be in shadow. And a lot of these, this tightly kind of cabbage rose type of deal, you can kind of tell where the darker would be, right? So, and then, I think this is one. I'm going to make it one. Not sure what it is exactly, but it's going to be one. All right. Then I take the lighter one and go over what I had and then go farther. And then if there's any line showing, and it's not probably going to too much with how small these shapes are, then you can put like a medium tone. Like, to make it a medium tone, you just put like another layer of ink over it. So this being a small shape will go fast. And let's see, I used the purple posy to do these other flowers. This was the only kind of, you know, because the purple posy ink apparently that Stampin' Up! Was going to have from the beginning didn't seem to match, or they had some kind of quality issues or something, so that we never got to get any. We never had ink for this, so I decided to splurge and get some of these Stampin' Blends, but I'm not sure. I think they just kept them because we needed something. It's a good color. It's just not quite as close to the paper as they usually have it, but it's pretty though. Right? And it's certainly fine here because I don't have the paper right here. Okay, actually I kind of like this with the light. It's kind of like white tips, right? And then I have, James called them eucalyptus. These kind of like, you've probably seen these before. They're like dry really well. So they're kind of grayish green. So I'm using a gray and a green. I know I saw some. Here's some. So here's, I kind of colored over that by accident. All right, here's some green. Oh, probably should have made that the other green. Oh well. Oh, I think this was going to be a green. And then gray and green. All right, and what else do I need? Oh, I made that red. So, Well, I'm gonna go with this one. And this one was gonna be peach or calypso coral anyway. You can't really see it, so. All right. This was the flower that I made red, but I felt like it was too bright. You know, I think I missed a couple purple ones. Kind of like violets, I'm making them. Yeah. All right, and then, see, isn't it a good thing I did that other part of it earlier? Because this would be taking way too long. All right, so there we have it. My little heart. So let's attach that to the back. Can't even see it on my board. You know. So here. Okay, so now here's the other thing. I put some strips of the geometric set kind of paper in a couple places, and that's for consistency and balance. Okay, I wanted to have a little of both of those kinds just to like change it up a little bit. So I have the back of this one is this interesting, I don't know, it makes me think of wire actually, of all things, but so I'm going to put that there. And, okay, so I learned something interesting. It's good to do this, sorry, I had something underneath it. Okay, it's good to use this silicone mat because this sticky does not stick to the mat if you miss. And I thought that was pretty cool. So, there we go. I feel better. Whoops, already. That is going to go right here. A little bit from the end, and this is 4 inches across. Let's see if I can get that to scooch a bit. Alright, now, the other thing I'm going to do is... Where'd it go? Here's my heart. Okay, this is going to go right here. Alright, so with this shut, I'm going to put some, whoops, sorry, I'm at a weird angle. Okay, so I put that, and then I'm going to put that right here, right in that slot. See how that fits beautifully? And then when that opens, see? Look at that. I know it doesn't fit that way, but it does this way. Okay, and let's see, this, oh, I meant to do that earlier. Dang it, I did it again. This, I don't know if this is not stuck on yet. Nope, I gotta, that should have been the first step. Dang it. Well, now you know it, I'm not perfect. I know it's a shocker. Okay, so I thought I was done with this, but I'm not. Alright, hopefully I can make that straight across, or at least close enough. I'm doing that, since this is bigger, here is what I'm doing. So, that's going to go here, or it could be here, actually. And then where'd my other piece go? Okay, so this could go right here, like that. And then I'll trim it. Okay. So here we go. See, plan B is doable. All right, that's one piece, and while I have it over here, okay, so this is gonna go, yeah, this should have been the very first thing I did, but I did not. All right. Okay, and then here. But I fixed it. Okay, and then okay, now one more of these little strips to do, so I might as well do it now. I'm going to put it, to make that itty bitty pocket, what I'm actually going to do is take mini glue dots. I'm going to put one at each end, like really at the end, and then you could even put two. Whoops, can't see what I'm doing here. Okay, that, now I'm making like this super shallow pocket, so what I really want to do is put like right at the very edge of that, if that makes sense, so I can, I'm seeing it, but like not, you see how I just barely see that here, see where that is, and I put barely on the edge. So when I do this, I don't know if you can tell, they're right along the edge here, and then, can you see that? So then there's like room for the card right here. So, I mean, it's just enough to set it in. It's not like to hide half of the card or anything. I think I put it a little up here. So, oh, probably should make that a little farther down before that sticks. Oh, dang it. Okay. So close. There. So then that just fits in like that. Okay. There. So that's my little shallow pocket. Okay. See, I'm really trucking here now. Okay. Now to make that stay down, I have this piece. Well, that's going to be to decorate the front, actually. And then I have the words to do to hold it down. All right, so I've already done the decorating on this one. And then this is going to go flat on here. All right, now I have words that I can put on there that's going to help keep that shut. So let's see, the words I have ready for us are from yeah, it's from Perfect Moments, and I don't know what happened to my stamp set, but oh yeah, sure, it's out of my nose. Jeez, oh Pete. Peaceful Moments. Okay, so we're going to do Thinking of You with All My Heart, because it's got a heart. Got it? Right? I know, I've been really corny today. Good thing I have 2 memento pads. It's like my dad having 6 hammers, because like I don't know where one is at most of the time. Okay, and like my mom will tell you, he really did have like 6 hammers, so the apple did not fall far from this tree, from that tree, I should say. Okay, so I'm going to put this, ooh, I touched it already, so hopefully it's a little crooked. Let's see if I can do any better on that. I probably can't, but we'll do just, you know. Okay, and then stick that down. I know it's kind of hard on black, isn't it? I was thinking the black background would really offset this nicely, but in a way it's kind of not working out. Okay, so now this is going to get lifted up, but the thing is I don't want any dimensionals right here, so what I want to do is put them only on the bottom half. Okay, so whoops. Make that sturdy, and then okay, so basically I'm going to put this so that the top lines up at the same place and it's centered. And look, I covered up the red flowers. And then this is going to tuck in right like that. Okay, now you can take the bone folder, which I just had because I was using it to prop up the camera. Okay, here we are. And that'll help keep it shut. Or you can take, like I said, a string, a baker's twine, and wrap that around. And then, the thing is, if you put this little stand on it, you don't really want to tie this in a double knot, or they're going to have a terrible time getting it off, because then they have to take that off this way, and then they have this thing to deal with, and you know. So okay, now the last thing was what I already scored here, and then we put that on the back. Maybe oh, see, that's why I needed that silicone thing. All right, well, I got it, part of it. There. Okay, so this is gonna go, it's gonna cover all that junk, so it's not even gonna matter that that doesn't look pretty from that side. All right, so then I put that over there. You see how that works? Okay, and then now a nice little stand. Okay, sorry this is not a good angle for you, but you see how that works, right? Okay, so that's card 2. Okay, all right, the last one actually takes a little bit of time to, I did not like color the whole thing. So I don't know if I will. I'll just do a little bit of demonstration. I did change out the colors because I wanted to try a different option. So here's the card. You see it's very, very colorful. Lot of Stampin Blends. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. This was the original one. Oh, I forgot the rhinestones. Shoot. That's important. I actually really like how that came out. Sorry, like jumping back and forth here. All right, so you can put 3. Oh, goodness. Oh, I do have a pen. Okay. All right, let's see. So that I made it, you know, the same distance there and there. I made 3, just right next to it. There, just a pretty little, bring your eye to it part. Okay, so there is the final one. Okay. Okay, so back to this one. All right, so how this works, can you see that? I know you said the center. You have no idea how frustrated I am with that. I don't understand. I just don't. All right, so I'm folding this. I changed the colors out, so I'm going to do mostly blues instead of, like mostly cool colors instead of warm colors like this one. Now, what I did was, so you notice we use that other paper. So I have both two patterns here. All right, so what I did was I ran it through the Big Shot with two of these rectangle things, okay? Dies. Stitch rectangles, I believe. So I'll take these apart, and I'll have two basically frames with a center, all right? Try to keep them in the same position. So, see, I didn't like rotate them or anything. All right, so, I mean, you could probably attach that because I'm actually, now, you know what, I probably would color it first. That's what I did the first one. So, okay. But in a way, it doesn't matter too much. So, the colors I chose are Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, So Saffron. I know that's like a warm color, not a cool color. I guess it's a little bit of a mixture, but it's primarily mostly cool. And then I was going to use, I really like how these flowers turned out. So that's using Calypso Coral. All right, so my plan, just like I showed you before, we use the darker color first. All right, and you know, I think this is a dahlia. Just doing all the darker parts, and okay, and then here's another one over here. And here's the other part of it. Let's see. Don't see any more of those, surprisingly. I think I'm going to do it this way, actually. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I got apparently for the bigger, darker flower. And then here's the lighter Bermuda Bay. So one of the things, so I basically wanted to show you how you color these to the center part and the outer ring or frame, and those are gonna kind of like match, right? It's gonna be like a continuation with this popped up frame, and you might wonder where that frame might be coming from, but what it is this one, okay? And it just gets flipped over. Okay, it's a little bit busy here looking at it all mixed up like that. So we'll try to get this mostly colored for you. What I might actually do, I don't know, okay, I can do the, I don't want to like surprise you, you know, by having like most of this done like I did the other card. I would have like really let a lot out. Oh, you know what? did have a plan for this. All right, let's see. I can do these grayer ones. These eucalyptus, he said they're called. I thought eucalyptus was a tree. I didn't think these would be, but I believe him. He knows his stuff. Having a job at Petites, so. And then over here, these look like little alien things. I got aliens on the brain. You really, like, seriously, my pupils are so huge. I look like those creepy people with black eyes from the movies, you know? I don't know. Kind of freaked me out, but as you can tell, here we are. There's so much going on in this picture. It makes me think a little bit of like Pandora from Avatar, you know, with those blue people. There's like all this stuff. All right, and then like in that last one, I'm graying it a little bit. Although it probably would have looked fine with the... that was Granny Apple Green with the lighter version. So the other thing I wanted to show you about this card, the like unique thing about it, is that the ribbon, it doesn't come in the color that I had it. So I was able to like custom make my ribbon to the color that I wanted it. So it is the white, is it crinkled seam binding? It's 1/4 inch. It's this, okay? Really, really lightweight. And what I did was I cut off a piece, and what I can do is, if I have a nice scrap paper, which I just had, here's another one. All right, so you take the, whatever your Stampin' Blends is that you want it to be, and then basically you're going to use the brush end of it. You're going to color it. Like super easy that way. You could even make like an ombre one. We had some really pretty ribbon there that came that way, but you could like just do one side of it. I tried doing that. It looked kind of cool. And interestingly, after you do this, it gets kind of like stiffer. It's like super soft at first, and then with that alcohol ink on it, for some reason it gets a little bit crispy. I don't know why. Alright, so now I have a Bermuda Bay ribbon. Alright, that's going to coordinate with my my project. Then I also have, I want some words across now. I had used the words from Celebration, and this time I'm going to use different words. This is from this stamp set, Fancy Phrases, which had a lot of good things. I did a card using When I Count My Blessings, I Count You Twice. I did that in the fall, and this didn't seem like a very fall kind of stamp set, but it's had so many good words, good set, you know, words to use. So what I am using is May Your Day Be Filled with Heartfelt Happiness, which I think goes for a lot of things. You could stamp inside, you know, you could write that, and then you could say happy graduation, or congratulations on your wedding, or happy birthday, or whatever, anniversary. All right, I'm going to stamp off to the right. And I don't know if the words are completely straight here. I think that'll do. Now, this is 3/4 of an inch, so it's not going to fit in any of my punches that have the cool fun ends. So I'm going to cut this, as the standard thing I've been doing lately is to do this little tail banner tag, and I don't know what it's called. And then over here too. Alright, so I'm not going to take up all your time here, but I think I will. See, like, it's crispy now. I don't know. It's like, go figure, but it's cool. Alright, so since I got black on the back, and I'm just going to be careful after I put it down. So this is going to be, let's see, get that silicone thing here since I screwed up before. So I got these new glasses, but they're falling off my face. They don't do any good. Okay. Ooh. Oh dear. All right. And then my black is right here. I'm gonna put that so I can see what I'm doing. All right. And then this has like a 1/16 of an inch border, so maybe I should have used glue dots. Alright. This is the trickiest part though. So there we go. Alright, then you gotta kind of figure out that matched there. Alright, and before I stick that down completely, I'm going to figure out how this fits. Okay, so that fits here. Now I'm going to put some mini dimensionals on this. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I can't. Why Facebook would be asking if you wanted to film? I'm so, like, I need lessons or something. This doesn't, like, I'm an intelligent person. I feel like it's a lot harder than it needs to be. Maybe it just has a thing against me. I don't know. But, okay, so then this would go like that. And then I'm going to tie that ribbon around the words that I did, and that's going to go on top of this after I get the center part down. Alright, so this goes. I'm not pressing this down super. See, I feel like that. Okay, and then this is going to go right in there. So okay, and then this is going to go, we'll tie this ribbon around it. It's pretty close very similar. This other blue is, I don't, actually it wasn't Pool Party. I think my markers are Pool Party, but this is Calypso, no, what's it called? The next one down. Been getting more sleep than usual, but not a lot. The past couple days have been rough. Blanking on this particular color right now. Coastal Cabana. There we go. Okay. Okay, kind of makes me think of a plant, of a gift or something. All right, so then that's gonna just, I'm just gonna glue dot that on. In fact, if you got actual glue, that might even work too. So, you know what, I'm not gonna glue it down yet because I still have some other things to do. Although I kind of like just a few colors, to be honest. Doesn't that look good? And then this will go on here. Okay. All right. So there you go. There's like the cool color version, and there's the warm. So, okay. So in summary, we have this one, and these are all using the True Love. Here is like two versions of the same kind of card that I just showed you how gift card holder, really. And then this one. So they all use flowers and geometric shapes, or patterns, I should say. All right. Okay, so come back next Tuesday at 8. If anybody is interested, this is your basically last chance. I am going to be putting together some kits for some people who are interested in. They wanted to do the Free Like a Bird, free as a bird, sorry. Using that stamp set, I'm making have three cards that I'm going to demonstrate next Tuesday. And I was going to have a class next Saturday, but some people couldn't make it, and so I thought, well, you know what, why don't I just do it Tuesday? People can do their own cards with me as I demonstrate, and then anybody who didn't get a kit actually would get to watch it. They just can't make their own. However, if you are interested in making these cards right along with me, please let me know. There is actually a button on my website that under 3 from 1. Okay, it's $14 for the supplies, which includes, if you click on that button, then it goes through PayPal, so there's a little fee that I have to pay for that, and that covers part of that. It covers postage if I have to mail it or running around and getting it, and I have the supplies and the designing of it and everything. So you can end up with your own set of cards if you order your kit of supplies. And you can make these right along with me next week. And that's assuming you have the Free as a Bird stamp set or something similar. You don't have to have that one exactly, but that one's a good one. It might be a little late to order it, but you can, if you have it or can borrow it or have something similar, you can still do the kit if you want, but that I need to know like really soon if you are interested. I know Diane's doing it, and I had 2 other people interested who have not actually paid yet. So, but if there's anyone else, let me know and spread the word. I'm going to probably do a post at some point by the 4th was my deadline, I believe. So I will try to get one in by tomorrow. Okay. Thanks a lot. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that, and we'll come back next Tuesday, and maybe if they can make their own, like I said. All right. Thanks a lot, and take care.